Welcome back to our DAX guides for text functions. I'm Justin from Pragmatic Works, and we're going to take a look at one of the more popular and common text functions. It's called the format function. Format converts a value, such as a number or date, to a formatted text string using a specified format code. And I will show you where to get that code from. We do need to go get it from the Microsoft website, or from a DAX guide somewhere. The syntax is format followed by the value and then format code that we go find. Format returns is a string containing a value but now has been formatted as defined by a format string. It is now text. The format function is used to convert values into text using that specified format string. It is especially useful formatting numbers and dates, also times, into a more readable way. A real-world scenario here might be to create readable headers in visuals, like showing dates in month-year format, for example. Think about what you want format to actually produce. So think about it from the visual standpoint. What do you want others to see once the visual is made? A couple of important notes. Format always returns a text string, so the result cannot be used for numeric calculations. And it does support Excel-style format strings. Let's hop over to our Power BI report and use the format function. All right, welcome back to our Power BI report. You can see that we're on our format page. Let's head over to table view and take a look at our date table. And we've made our date table here using calendar auto, which means that Power BI looked at our data set and gave us January 1st of the very first year for which there is an instance on the fact table, or any date column. So somebody's birthday could have been 1960, whatever it was happened in 1960. So calendar auto returns January 1st of that year and gives us until December 31st of the most recent instance of a date in our data model. Let's take a look at using the format function to extract information out of this column. So for example, if I wanted to look at my data by month name or month and year, what I could do is just make a new column here. And we'll call this one month name. We'll use the format function to convert a value to text. So the value is the month number. So what we want to do is just back up for a second. Before we do this, let's make a month number column by using the month feature. All right, the month function. The month function simply returns 1 through 12, representing January through December. So we cannot use it for month name, but we can use it to extract the number. And we'll just reference that date table date column. So we're going to have a new column called month number. Now let's go use our format function. New column, month name, and we'll use format. What we'll say is go and use. So the month number, so we're going to say the date. We're going to pull out the date from the date column, and we're going to say the format that we want, which will be MMMM, close quotation mark, close parentheses. Now, a good question if you're new to DAX is, where did that MMMM come from? So let me pull up the DAX guide here. If I scroll all the way to the top, you can see that I've already pulled up the format page. So you can see all of the text functions that we've been learning and coming up. And if I scroll all the way down here to my custom date time formats, I can see right here that MMMM returns the full month name. I can change that to MMM and get the abbreviated. I can combine MM with days or years. You can get more involved if you want. But let's head back over to our report and click enter. So now we have two columns that we've extracted, one using the format function. What we need to do is sort this month name column by the month number. So let's do that now. That way we won't see Power BI give us our months alphabetically. They'll be in order from January to December. Let's head over to the visuals and put in let's put in a visual for simply our sales, and we'll go by month name. All right, And we make that a little bit bigger. We can see that something is wrong because we are not filtering, right? So let's put this in a table. So we're just going to create a table with this. And now I have both visuals side by side so that you can see that by month, even though they're sorted properly, January through December, I'm not actually filtering. So bonus material here, we've got to make a relationship. Let's head over to model view. We're going to take the order date from our internet sales table and make a connection with our date table. It's just floating around out here. So a little bit of data modeling mixed in with our DAX text functions here. So now that the relationship has been made, we can see that we are filtering by month and that the month is in the correct order. So double check things here that month name is sorting by month number. And if it is, then we should have a good visual here showing us all of our January sales, all of our February sales, so on and so forth, that total 29 million over all that time. So that's the format function. Let me just show you one other thing here. We can always change this to MMM so that we have the 3-digit abbreviation. That might make for a better visual for you. So just play around with all the different combinations. Let's switch this back to full name, and we see the full month name. So that's the format function. I'll see you in the next module.